Very exciting.
That's nice.
Very nice. You serving drinks in the line outside?
Yeah, we did. We have a kegger going here.
You can tell.
Yeah. How are you?
Really good. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing great. Thanks. Very nice to have you on the show.
Very exciting. Well, you know,
we wanted
in
some
LA.
big names in LA. We certainly got one.
Sorry. I didn't play it out for you.
No, it's we who are sorry. Yeah.
I thought you guys were doing well too.
Yeah, no. Nice to have you here. You've been in the newspapers a bit lately.
I have been.
You should talk about this. We usually get guests long after their little scandal is over. You had yours, what, just last week?
You guys couldn't book Botafuco right after it happened.
We're getting him in about a month. We'll figure out what happened with him. But you've been in the papers. What's been going on?
Well, I had a little bit of a, I did this interview, right, and with Playboy magazine, and I thought, because they were doing this movie Dogma, and it was kind of edgy, and so they thought, well, you do the weird magazines, the Playboys, the adult stuff.
Right,
and
you can get a little risque in those interviews.
In fact, that was the idea. They kept saying, look, it's an adult men's magazine. It's not, for the kids, so you can talk about the adult stuff. So. So they mentioned the sort of popularity of Viagra in this interview, the interviewer. And I thought it would kind of be funny to joke about taking Viagra.
Yeah.
See, I don't really take Viagra. No.
It doesn't work. No. Or so I'm told. Well, thank you. So
I went in the thing and I said, oh yeah, well, you take Viagra when you're 27 to feel like you're 15, but then I said, oh, I almost had a heart attack, and I fell over, and I thought it was kind of funny, maybe not that fun. I'm not a professional comedian like you.
Neither am I.
But this is like one of those examples of how weird my life is. And then it got published, and the people from the company got very upset with me. Pfizer people, the good people from Pfizer, and they issued a statement in response to what I said, which was that Viagra is not for recreational use. In fact, it's purely for medical use, and recreational use is entirely inappropriate.
Do not give it, do not listen to Ben Affleck.
No, don't. And but then it occurred to me, well, isn't that the whole point? That it's recreational use?
It is for recreational.
When does it get medical? Even Bob Dole, he takes it really seriously, and he's like, stay still, Liddy. This is serious business.
Wait a minute. You just ruined our cool LA set. Our set is made of spun sugar. It's melting now.
It's
No, but they do. I've heard stories that they hand Viagra out in clubs here. I don't know if that's true. That if you go to certain clubs, they hand it out. It'll be a dessert topping in like a year.
You can get that with the coffee. You know what I mean?
Put some Viagra on my Frogurt. Let's talk about.
They weren't that pleased with me, really.
No, don't worry. Did your parents get upset about this? I always worry about what my parents are going to see.
Yeah, see, I have a problem with that, where I don't think about it. I do the interviews, and I think it's like me and the guy, and we're kind of talking and hanging out, and then I got this email because my mom discovered the email, you know what I mean? And she's like, I love the email. You can write the letters, And so I get the email from my mom, and then I got this email the other day with subject line was just Playboy interview. And it occurred to me that maybe it wasn't the best idea to be talking about, maintaining and achieving erections in the interview that my mom was reading. But then the note from her was like, it's really a nice interview. You're so funny and very charming. I thought, that's a mom, right?
Yeah, she's got to stand by you.
She still loves me. Yeah, she does. I'm sorry about the problem.
She should be proud that you're trying to deal with it. Now, Dogma. Let's talk about Dogma, because you did this with your good friends, Matt Damon, of course, Kevin Smith. These are good.
Very cool people. Yeah.
These are pals of yours. I was thinking, if you're doing a movie with friends like that, is it a lighter atmosphere? Do you goof around more?
Yeah, it's definitely a lighter atmosphere. One of the nice things is I know Matt, I did a bunch of movies with Kevin, but then there are people that I didn't know, you know what I mean, who you get a little bit sort of more nervous about, like Chris Rock, who I've always been a fan of Chris Rock, and he's very funny. So I thought I'd, try and see if Rock had a sense of humor in real life. Because if you notice that, you must meet a lot of comics and stuff, and you think, hey, this guy's really funny, and then you kind of meet him and you try to throw a joke at him.
And in person, a lot of comedians are sort of self-hating and quiet.
Yeah, they take it really seriously, and you say something you think is kind of funny, and they're like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so I figured.
I thought I was very nice to you backstage.
I thought you.
Yeah.
But
you're going down, Affleck.
You better do my show. That's right.
Yeah.
But so I went up to Rock and I said, hey, Chris, and we were kind of talking, and then halfway through the conversation, I was like, I got to go use the phone. You think I should dial 1-800-COLLECT?
Did he like that?
He did like it. He went for it. Turns out he had a sense of humor. He's like, yeah, that's funny.
I like your Chris Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. I do a good rock.
You've done the big budget films.
I have, yeah.
Like Armageddon. You've also done the movies with practically no budget. What's it like going from one to the other? You're on a movie where they put $800 billion into it, and then you're on a movie that's like $13,000.
The main difference, well, the really lowest budget movie I did was Chasing Amy, which was Kevin Smith's movie about how I fell in love with his wife. Those are all the people who saw the movie sitting in this audience are here. And I went and did that movie, and it was like a $200,000 budget, which is almost nothing. And so one of the things, the ways that was different from that, from Armageddon, was that I had to stay at Kevin's house on his couch while we were making the movie.
Was it a fold-out couch?
It was a fold-out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it
was a fold-out couch.
But one of them, you get to learn things about people. I actually prefer that experience. For example, the other woman in the movie at the time was dating Kevin. And the nice thing that I got to learn about him during the course of my stay there was that when special time happens, the Moonlighting soundtrack goes on.
What?
You know the TV series Moonlighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's what he would make love to?
Evidently. I mean, I wasn't like,
not like Barry White or...
No, he would throw on Moonlight. And it's not just the theme song, it's like songs inspired by the television series. You know what I mean? So you always knew when Moonlighting came on that maybe don't go knocking on the door because that was friendly time.
I use the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang soundtrack.
You know who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know who doesn't? I always like the...
Out, you Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty, yeah! And I get going. It works for me, you should try it.
I will try that.
No, you won't. You're lying to me. Dogma, which I saw, which is a fascinating movie. I haven't ever seen a movie quite like this before.
It's weird. It's funny. That clip was kind of a somber, like meditation on the human existence. It's actually sort of a fun. I think that was the only clip that could be shown on TV because there are the swear words.
It's an interesting, fascinating movie. People should check it out. Dogma opens this Friday. Ben, really cool to meet you.
Thank you
Thank you for coming here. Nice to have you. Ben Affleck, Denise Richards, coming up. We'll be right back. Stick around.